Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. I'm an online reseller, so I purchase merchandise, mostly mystery boxes, and I resell it on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari for a profit. This is now my full-time job. I do this in addition to caring for my now 9-month, almost 10-month, my gosh, she's almost 10-month, my little girl. So I love coming on here and sharing with you what has sold, how much it sold for. So if you want to see what I made the most money on in week 3 of January 2024, definitely stick around. So life has been a little crazy. I've been doing these updates, top 15 every 2 weeks, but surprise, we're going to do one today because I just realized I didn't have a video for today. My sweet baby is going through a sleep regression, so my days have been long and tiresome. My nights have been kind of restless, and it's turned my world upside down. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping that she gets through this quickly. She's popping some teeth, so I have a feeling that has a lot to do with it. But it's got me a little bit behind. I don't want to say behind, but like the reseller stuff has not been in the forefront as we work through some of that. So I've got a ton of inventory. I feel like I'm a little bit behind on my recording. I don't have a lot of mystery boxes to unbox for the beginning of February because I've got so much other inventory that's come in that I still haven't processed. I certainly have some 90-day updates and some strategy videos in the pipeline, but if I can, I'm going to go back to weekly just so I can make sure to talk to you guys as much as possible because I love sharing my reseller life with you. So if you like content like that, certainly consider subscribing to my channel, and I'm just going to keep them coming as long as I can here. And hit that like button if you don't mind. It really helps out my channel a lot as well, and it lets me know that you like this kind of content. Before we get started on the countdown, I do want to take a second and congratulate the winner of my last top sales videos giveaway. I gave away the free month of my reseller genie, and the winner was Haley Blair 3574. I did the random internet wheel spinny thing to pick the winner. So Haley Blair, if you're watching this, please message me on Instagram at @OhYeahRachie. I want to make sure you get set up with your free month of my reseller genie. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you to try it out. If you entered and you did not win, you can still take 15% off your first month. My reseller genie is linked down below, or you can just type in code OhYeah when you sign up. It'll give you 15% off of your first month if you want to give it a try. It is a great reseller solution for keeping track of your books, your numbers, your analytics, and it keeps you completely prepared during tax time so that you have all your numbers in order. It's a great software and it's well worth the investment. So definitely check it out. Congratulations, Haley Blair. I can't wait to get you that free month. I am working with my reseller genie to give away one more free month. I don't know, maybe next month or maybe in March. We'll have to see, but stay tuned for that because I definitely want to give away another free month. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's countdown. So I'm going to talk the top 15 sales of January, week 3, 2024. I'm going to put the screenshot over here. I'll tell you where I got it from, how much it cost, how long it sat here, and how much I ultimately sold it for, and on what platform. So starting with number 15, this is the Mykonos one-piece swimsuit from Andy Swim. Andy Swim has continued to do great for me even through the winter. It's been a wonderful brand to sell. I got my boxes for $8.50 a piece. This one sold for $38 on eBay. So great profit, especially with this swimwear selling in the middle of winter. It's been great. And this is not the only swimwear on this countdown. So, swimwear is not just for the summertime. I'm learning, I'm finding out. And actually, until this year, I've been really scared to sell swimwear because I had in my mind, nobody's buying swimwear in the middle of winter. So it's sort of like a very seasonal thing. And if you have it and it doesn't sell in the summer, you get stuck with it all year. Clearly not the case. Clearly not the case. I'm selling I don't want to say just as much as I was in the summertime, but there was a little dip maybe in the fall, like, you know, October, November, and then end of December and then through January, it's just skyrocketed. So if you have swimwear you haven't listed, or if you can get a good deal on swimwear right now, I would certainly suggest looking into getting that listed. And if nothing else, you're ready for springtime when people actually start shopping for the warmer weather. Anyway, next up are a pair of 505 straight leg jeans. These were a size 14 long. My one and only Goodwill find on this countdown. I did take a trip to Goodwill the first week of January because January is my favorite time for thrifting. And even though I get so much liquidation and so many mystery boxes right now that I have no business being in Goodwill, you know, the fact of the matter is I love thrifting. And if I get a chance, this particular day, my sister-in-law had the baby and she said, go spend a few hours to yourself. What do you think I did? I mean, it's something that I love to do that I don't get to do as often. And one of the reasons I do mystery boxes so much is because it's very hard to get out and thrift when you're hauling around a baby all day. So of course I went to Goodwill and I purchased a few things. This particular pair of Levi's was brand new with tags. It was only listed a week. My average cost per piece was $3.83 for this trip. When I do a Goodwill trip, I don't necessarily record the cost of each individual item, but rather I do an average per piece for the day. So these were likely $8.24, which is the blanket price of jeans at my local Goodwill. But I know this was a Monday, and Mondays, my Goodwill does 99-cent Mondays, which is another reason I was excited to go. So there were some things I paid 99 cents for, and I probably paid full price for this pair of jeans. I doubt this pair of jeans made it to 99-cent day because they rotate the tags. So there's no way that these sat through being full price for several weeks and then being half off for a week and then going 99 cents at the end of all that. These probably I paid full price. But the average for that day was $3.82, and they sold for $39.99. That was my full asking price, my full list price. And they sold on eBay for $39.99 plus shipping. Then I had these rain boots from my Everlane footwear box. Helpsy stores, they had all of their footwear boxes like broken out by like heels and flats and sandals and boots and sneakers. And then when they relisted that box, they listed it as just 10 pairs of shoes. So I had ordered another one just to see what the assortment was. These rain boots were in that box. My cost per piece on that box was $24.65, and these sold for $40 on eBay. The buyer paid $19 for shipping. Now, there was a return started on these boots, but I left them on the countdown because the customer has not shipped them back yet. She did not say that there was anything wrong with them. She wanted to return them because she didn't like the color in person, which is not my fault. I mean, she just didn't prefer the color. So I'm not sure if she will ship these back. A lot of times when customers request returns, not because the item's not as described, but just because they want to, I set my eBay to accept returns, but the buyer has to pay the shipping. So if somebody really wants to send something back to me, they can, but they have to pay to ship. So she paid $19 to have this $40 pair of boots shipped to her, and she's not going to get that $19 back. And she's probably going to have to pay $19 or so to ship them back to me. They were heavy rubber rain boots. So I allowed the return. She initiated the return. It's been about a week and I haven't received notification that the return has processed yet. It's not over till it's over. I very well may get these back. I very well may have to relist them, but at this point, I kind of feel like the chance of her actually sending them back are a little bit slim given all of that, but it's possible. I guess I'll update you guys in the next video if I got those boots back. Just a little kind of pro tip here. I always allow returns on eBay, but I make the customer pay the shipping. So I find that it gives the buyer more like trust and satisfaction that they can send things back. I don't actually receive a lot of things back. Maybe 1 or 2 a month, but I'm selling like 200 items on eBay, give or take, per month. So it's like 1% of my sales. And again, sometimes they open up these return requests. They realize that they have to pay the shipping. And especially something like this where the shipping cost outweighs, you know, the money that they're going to get back to return them. It just doesn't make sense sometimes to send things back. So that's kind of how I balance it out. I do not accept free returns. I do not pay the customer to ship them back to me. But I do allow the return. I feel like when you say flat out, like no returns, people like shy away from buying from you. I say I allow returns and I barely get any. So that's just kind of my take on eBay returns. Moving on, there was this J. Crew Factory collab with Baird McNutt, which I've never heard of before. But this one came in one of my Boutique by the Box Madewell J. Crew dresses in denim box. This was a 100% Irish linen dress. I got this in October, so completely out of season, but it did sell for on Poshmark for $40 on January 17th. So this one was here for a little bit. Again, out of season, so not completely unexpected. This box was $15.30 per piece for me, but I was able to sell it for $40. I had listed this a lot higher, but again, I am overwhelmed with inventory. My reseller room is nice and big, but it's only so big. It can only hold so much. So that was one of those pieces that I was like, well, okay, I can hold on to it for another couple of months once linen is like really in season and maybe get another $10, $20 for it. Or I can just accept this $40 offer and get it out of here because I need the space. Sometimes things, they end up costing you more in the space that they take up than it is just to accept the offer, because who knows how much longer this would have been sitting. So I did go ahead and accept that offer. It wasn't as much as I wanted for it, but it's gone. The space is freed up. The hanger is empty. I can put something else on that rack. So glad about that. Then there was a pair of dream pants from one of my latest Everlane pants boxes. This one was a $42 Poshmark sale. These were listed about 2 months, which is kind of unusual for the dream pants. In my experience, I've sold this style of Everlane pants over and over, and they seem to do quite well. But maybe it was just the color on these were like a dark green. So I don't know. They still sold $42. I will take it. The next sale is, I'm going to say this is my most exciting sale. I didn't make a ton of money here because my cost of goods was so high, but I recently did a video on boxes that like didn't sell anything. And then finally this sold. This was a Lem Lamb swimsuit bikini set. So I don't know if it was one of you guys that saw my video about my stuff hasn't been selling out of these boxes. If it was, thank you. But this was it was called the Habiba triangle top. And side tie bottom. It was a 2-piece bikini set. My cost was $25 for this set. I had, long story short, you can watch that video if you want. I just posted it, I think last month. It's on my channel. But I did a review, a 90-day update of 4 boxes that like I purchased and haven't really sold anything. So I couldn't do 90-day updates on the box because what kind of video is that? Hi, I didn't sell anything out of this box. So that's the update, right? So I waited till I had 4 of them and I did the update, and this was one of them. I had only sold 1 swimsuit out of that box. Well, finally I sold another one. This was a $45 eBay sale. And so my 25 into 45, not the best profit, but I'm still glad that it sold. So this is going to be, I'll say this is my favorite sale, just because I'm glad somebody finally bought this, and I still have like 18 others if you're interested. Shameless plug, in Lem Lamb Bikinis. Next up is a green silk maxi dress from J. Crew. This came in my boutique out of the box Madewell J. Crew dresses in denim. I think it was the first one I ordered. So this one I listed back in October. This sold on January 17th as well. My cost per piece, $15.30. This dress was lightly flawed. I had two of these dresses. One of them had some snags, and one of them was missing some of the embellishments. I don't remember which one was which, but these were like expensive dresses, and they just needed a little bit of like rework, and I don't do that. I'll be honest, when it comes to like, the one that was a little snagged, there was really no way to fix it, but the one that was missing beads, which might have been this one, it came with an extra bag of beads. So somebody that wanted to mend it probably could. If they knew what they were doing, could probably fix it in like 5 minutes. But anyway, it sold for $45 on Poshmark. Somebody sent me that offer. Again, these were very expensive, $200+ dresses, brand new. So whoever bought it got a really good deal on a really nice dress that just needed a little bit of work. I was glad to see it go. Again, maybe not as much as I wanted for it, but it was flawed and it was taking up space. So I think it was a win-win for both of us on that one. There was this Flux full zip hooded jacket from the brand Lululemon. This came in one of my Helpsy Source premium athleisure bundles. This one was $13.60 per piece, and a Mercari sale for $46. It was listed 2.5 weeks. So I will take it. I really, really love those Helpsy premium athleisure bundles. They disappeared for a little while. I hope they come back because I really enjoyed ordering those. And I'll just keep on selling them off in the meantime. I had this Everlane caftan dress in black. This is from my Everlane Dresses box, which was from October. I have the 90-day update coming on that box pretty soon. But this was an eBay sale, $50 eBay sale. My cost per piece on that one was $20.70. So not the biggest profit, but again, still glad to see some of this stuff is moving, especially as it comes up on 90 days for me on that box. Then there was a Conway sweater in the blue stripe from my J. Crew Madewell Boutique by the Box sweaters box. At this point, I've sold probably a dozen of this style of sweater. It took me a second to find the sweet spot, like price-wise, but once I did, they all seemed to sell all at once. So my cost per piece on this was $16.20, and this one sold on Poshmark for $56. It took about a month for this one to sell. I listed this stuff back in December, but I actually kept one of these sweaters for myself because it's a really nice sweater. So it was like $118 regular price. It was still listed on the website, so decent profit for me. Really good deal for whoever bought it. We're in the top 5 and we've reached another swimsuit. This is the Andy Swim Tulum one-piece swimsuit in navy. This was a size large tall. I've done really well selling the tall or the long torso versions of the Andy swimsuits. So not surprised that this one is on the countdown. Although this was listed in October, we're in January, so technically it's been sitting for a little while, but still a $56 Poshmark sale, $8.50 into $56. Fantastic. I'm really hoping I can get my hands on some more Andy Swim come the summer because they're only going to start selling faster. I had the Theo sleeveless midi dress in antique purple, also from my Madewell J. Crew dresses and denim box from October. This one was $15.30 cost per piece, and it was a $58 eBay sale. This one also took about 3 months to sell. But again, I would rather sell it. I know I listed it a little higher than that. Oh, actually a lot higher than that. But again, it's taking up space. I've got lots of other things to list. In my opinion, that was a good enough profit that I could let it go for that amount. I'm pretty sure somebody sent me an offer for $56. So I did go ahead and accept it. The top 3 are actually all from the same box, and it's a box that I recently unboxed. So this stuff is selling pretty quickly. They're all from my Everlane bottoms box, the new assortment that they just released. That's a men's and women's mix. I did do an unboxing video on that. If you want to check it out, search my channel, or actually I'll just link that up above if you want to take a look at it. But I was really happy with this box when I first opened it, and as I anticipated, the stuff has been selling really well. So top 3, all the same box. There was a pair of utility barrel pants in bone, size 4. These were listed for 9 days and sold on Poshmark for $58. Then there was a pair of utility barrel pants in a size 12 tall. These were the color camel, so they were like a tannish brown color. These sold within 2 weeks, 14 days, a $59 Poshmark sale. And then, by the way, I listed all of those at $75, and so those were offers that were sent to me. Again, I'll take a fast flip. It's, you know, it's not as much as I asked, and I priced those to account for people making offers. So I'm not necessarily mad about that. $12.11 into $58.59 to sell in 1 week, 2 week. Get it out of here. Take the quick money. Make room for more stuff. It works out great. And then the number 1 sale, also from that Everlane box. These were the curvy way-high jeans in a size 29 regular. From that Everlane bottoms box. These were listed 10 days and they sold on Poshmark for $80. That was a full price sale, $80 on this pair of Everlane jeans. So very, very happy with that. Very great profit, $12.11 into $80. And that box just continues to do well for me. I'm sure you'll see more on next week's countdown, which now that I've done week 3, in its own video, I'll have to do week 4 of January in its own video. So I will do January 22nd through 31st in one video in the beginning of February. But that's today's countdown. Lots of really great sales. Despite it being January, I'm still doing pretty well. January can sometimes be a slumpy month, but I seem to be pretty much on track of how I normally am throughout the year. So I'm excited for that. I was hoping that would be the case. Let me know in the comments what your best sale of last week was. Definitely interested to know. And also, let me know how January's been going for you. Are you seeing a slump, or are you seeing like consistent sales? I want to know how everybody else is doing too. So let me know down below. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see my upcoming videos. I've got lots of 90-day updates coming for February. And then I also ordered the Everlane bottoms box. I ordered another one. I ordered the Everlane black bottoms box. They listed an assortment of all just black bottoms. I'm interested to see how that one compares to the one that's not all black. And then I ordered their premium athleisure 25-piece secondhand box. So I'm interested to see that one too. And certainly hit that like button if you don't mind. That really does help out my channel as well. And that's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.